Namaste, bienvenidos amigos. It's mikeY here to guide you through your beginner yoga practice. Now, whether you are a beginner just starting out or maybe an expert getting back to the fundamentals, I do want to thank you for sharing this time with me and maybe even starting a journey of self-care. Yoga is a really great practice physically and mentally for you to just kind of really fall in love with yourself here. So don't get rid of all expectations. There's no trophy at the end of this, but there is definitely lots of comfort, peace, and serenity. So I want you to find all three of those things right now by taking the most comfortable seat you can, whether it's cross-legged like me, or you could sit on a chair, maybe a cushion, block, whatever it is, and start to tune out. Close your eyes, let the chill take over. Think of your happy place. Put a little smile on your face. And get in touch with your breathing. So when you breathe in, deep, 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 belly goes out. And then exhale, belly goes in. Again, fill up the belly. And air it all out. Let's take 3 more slow, controlled breaths, just like that, paying attention to our tummy. And relax. Try to breathe as naturally as you can while still filling the belly up and airing it out. Left ear to the left shoulder. And then stretch right ear to right shoulder. Lengthening out your neck. Back to the middle. Exhale as you bring the chin to the chest, looking down. And then big inhale, look up. Exhale here. And then start to roll your head around clockwise or counter. Just getting some mobility to the neck. Don't force anything. I want you to always remember that with yoga. Go ahead, reverse the direction. Whenever we try to force something, it means pushing to, into something where it doesn't belong, and we want to feel comfortable for the most part. Go ahead, take it nice and easy, relax and roll the shoulders forward. And rolling back. Big inhale, shrug them up to the ears. Exhale, melt the blades down your back. Good. Now speaking of comfort, if you want to change the cross of your legs, maybe you're sitting like I am, you certainly may. Pain is the one thing we don't want to feel. Occasionally, there might be some discomfort, but pain, that's a no-no. Once you're here, you're going to take an easy twist to the right, opposite hand on opposite knee, look behind you. And then switch to the other side. Maybe get a couple cracks out of your back. Good. Back to the middle. Lock the fingers behind your back, but if kissing those palms together is too much, and even while you're bending the elbows, you can just reach the arms back, fingertips spread wide, try to squeeze your shoulder blades in anyway. And occasionally you'll lift the arms further and further away from the floor. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Maybe the head bows forward into the lap. And then rise up, release the arms and reach to the ceiling or sky. Exhale, make a sigh. Good. So cactus arms right here. I want you to pull those elbows in, squeeze the shoulder blades. Let's do that again. Big inhale, reach up. Cactus arms, pull it in. Good. Flexing that back. Hands up one more time. And then bring it to your heart. Be calm. So there's many moments of peace in yoga, and you can always take the liberty of however many you want. But always at the beginning of our practice, it's nice for us, it's kind for us to set an intention, maybe dedicate our practice to somebody. So if you can't think of anything, I want you to have the intention of self-care, since that's a journey you might have started today, and just appreciate every moment in this practice, what you are doing to take care of yourself. Take 3 breaths and appreciate that moment. Big inhale as we reach up, and then circle the arms down by our side. Good. Let's go into our first pose, which will be tabletop. So just as it sounds, it looks like a table. You got 4 legs, your hands, and your knees. So the hands are directly under the shoulders, the knees directly under the hips, and everything is spaced out as wide as your hips and shoulders would be. From here, we're going to do some spine movement with the breath. Big inhale, we drop our spine, so we'll drop our belly, arch the spine so it looks like a U. And then when you exhale, round the back, push it away as you look back. You kind of look like a lowercase n. Good. Big inhale, show me the letter U. And a big exhale. Good. Let's keep this going. Big inhales. And equally big exhales. Also known as our cow stretches. Because you'll notice that when you drop that belly, kind of looks like a cow on the farm, right? And when you round that back, it's like a scared kitty cat. One more time. Excellent. From here, pay attention to those fingers. Try to spread them as wide as you can so you don't put all the pressure onto your wrists. You're going to tuck your toes and lift your booty up and send it back downward facing dog. So downward dog is a very vital pose in yoga. You're probably going to see it a lot. So let's just get the basics down here. Since it's our first one, let's stretch our back. Bend the knees a lot and try to bring your chest closer to the kneecaps. Almost imagine your hands up against the wall. Oh yeah, that feels good. Now while we try to maintain this back, let's see if we could lower one heel to the ground at a time maybe. Or if you can, go for both. Stretch out those hams, stretch out those thighs. Awesome. Shifting forward into a plank, another prominent pose in yoga. And we're going to be here for 20 seconds because even though it's beginner, I still want you to work a little bit. But remember, if you're brand new, maybe this is the first day of your fitness journey, I want you to keep coming back. So knees may come down, but shift yourself over forward. And I guarantee you still feel strong in those arms. Let's go another 10, 9. So we can introduce the yoga push-up, also known as chaturanga. So I'm actually going to use my knees for the first one, and then we'll do the next few without them. From here, you're going to shift forward, okay? So now the shoulders went from over the wrists to over the fingers. We're going to lower down, maybe about halfway, and then easily onto our belly. Big inhale for a cobra. And then exhale back to a down dog. Good. Let's do chaturanga a couple more times. So shift forward. This time I'm not going to use the knees. Even more, lower down halfway. Notice where those elbows are, hopefully over the wrists. Big inhale for cobra. And exhale, down dog. Good. Why don't we do one more just so we got it down to a T. Shift. Lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Haha, there we go. Now looking up to the hands, walk or jump. Get yourself in a forward bend, just hanging down. Maybe grab opposite elbows here. Think about a fishing hook on your belt line and it's lifting up your tushy. You can bend one knee, then the other. Try not to lock them out, but also don't be leaning back either. Good. Release your elbows. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your head and shoulders are the last thing up. Mountain pose. So I just want to turn so I can demonstrate real quick. Try to keep your feet parallel and about the same distance as your hips, widthwise. From here, you can lift up the toes, but you're firm in the four corners of your feet. Take a couple breaths. Awesome. Big inhale, circle the arms up. Cactus arm, breathe out. Good. Again, big inhale up. And then all the way through your heart with a flat back. Halfway up, press against the shins, get a nice neutral spine. And then exhale, shift and lower down even deeper. Good. Two more. Halfway. And down. Again, flat back. Now I want you to maintain this flat back, okay? Hands down, step back to plank. Time for vinyasa. So while we're in plank, let's do that chaturanga push-up. You can either do cobra again or keep the thighs and belly up. Arch the spine for up dog. Exhale back to down. Awesome. Let's look up to the hands, walk or jump again, forward bend. One time, halfway, exhale, forward bend. Slowly come up, reach high for the sky, cactus arms. Good, big inhale up, all the way down, out. Halfway, and vinyasa. All right, so one exhale takes you down. One inhale takes you up. And another exhale takes you back. Good, so 3 breaths for your vinyasa. Looking to the top, step or hop. Let's do this a couple more times. Halfway, and down. Stand up, cactus. Hands up, and down. Halfway, vinyasa, chaturanga. Good. One last time, guys. Don't let me rush you, all right? Take your time, or you can go faster if I'm going too slow. Remember, if you get lost, I'm right in front of you. Just watch me. Good. Hold your downward dog for a second. And then looking to the top, bend the knees, step or hop, forward bend. Halfway, hand down. Chair pose, Utkatasana. So, chair, just imagine you're sitting on the couch. You got your knees behind your toes. Your back is straight like you're posted up. You have a smile on your face like you're doing Netflix and chill. Maybe a little bit lower, but keep the core active. Keep the butt active. Pretend your feet are trying to slide apart, but your thighs are squeezing in. See if that does something for your tushy. We're here for one inhale, and exhale down with gravity. Halfway, vinyasa, step or jump back. That was a little much. Not that, y'all. I got excited. Raise your right leg up. Knee to the nose. Step between the hands, crescent pose. Arms come up, also known as a big, big lunge. Now, you can always take low lunge instead. Maybe today's a stretch day for you. Or if you want to make it more challenging, scooch further back and forth. But keep the toes and knees facing forward. 3 more breaths before vinyasa. reach a little higher. And then hands down, swing it back. Show me what you got. Good, left leg up. Knee to the nose. Crescent. Lifting up with the chest and the arms. Because we never want to just drag our back, you know, like some Walking Dead zombie or something, right? We want to think like a sprinter, looking ahead, lifting with the air. Modifications or advancements, whatever you did on the other side. Good, let's take 3 more breaths. And vinyasa, swing it back. Looking to the top, walk or jump. Now if you're walking, just be conscious you're not using the same foot to keep stepping up first. Halfway, and down. Chair pose. Stand up, hands to the heart. Circle up, breathe in. Cactus arm, breathe out. Hands up, breathe in. All the way down. Halfway. Vinyasa. Top of the push up, we go halfway. Big inhale, what do you say? Down dog. Right leg up. Just give it a quick open so that your belly button's kind of facing the wall, but try not to dump into your shoulders. Good. Step between the hands, crescent pose, or lifting with the arms. Take 3. Vinyasa. Left leg up. Open up this side real quick. And then step between the hands. Crescent. Deep breath in. Extend those fingers. And then bring it down. Vinyasa. Now remember guys, even though we're kind of in a rhythm with this, I don't want you to feel obligated to do every single vinyasa. Look to the top, step or hop. Halfway, and down. Chair pose. Stand up. Circle high. Cactus arm. Bring it back up. All the way down. Halfway. Vinyasa. Same thing, guys. Crescent pose right, crescent pose left. We'll meet in the chair pose. Right. Left. Now remember, if I'm going too fast, just tell me to shut up. To the top, step or hop, halfway, down. The last chair pose of class. Oh, Mikey, you're the nicest trainer ever. It's like we barely even did chair pose. And stand up, hands to the heart. Woo, give it a good shake out. Amigos, you feeling a little sweaty? I know, trust me. I underestimated yoga too the first time I ever did it, and who would have thought I would have fallen in love with it? I hope you're feeling on that same route too. Now, not only does it get the heart beat up a little bit, gives us flexibility, and now we're gonna work on some balance. So this is a very common pose for yoga, and I'm sure you love it. Tree pose. You can always start from the bottom with your toes on the floor like a kickstand. If you want to start moving it up higher, then push it on either your calf muscle or your thigh muscle. The reason that is because your foot is pushing into the muscle, and your muscle is expected to contract and fight back. So even though left foot's pushing into right, see how it's kind of knocking me off my tushy there? That's because I'm not active. But this guy's going to firm up, flex in, and we're balanced. So play around with it. Find out where you feel good. Maybe the hands come up. Maybe do something different. Whatever you feel like. 3 deep breaths. Maybe close your eyes, these last ones. That's a real balance challenge. And knee comes forward, bring it down, shake it out. One thing you guys gotta promise me is that if you do yoga and you fall out of it, you're not gonna get mad at that. Okay, I don't want anybody to get tight about it because it's funny, right? We're here to just practice. Let's go with the other side. Maybe start from the bottom like Drake did, or we can get our way all the way up like Fat Joe. Who do you feel like right now? I'll tell you, either way, you look like $1 million. 5 breaths to do whatever you did on the other side. Maybe you close your eyes. Good. Feel the 4 corners of those feet, just like mountain pose. One more inhale. And the knee comes forward. Shake it out, shake it out. Big breath in, circle up high. And chair pose. I'm just kidding. Sit down on your tushies. Almost had you guys there for a second though. You're like, what? I did not sign up for this. Okay, lie down on your backs. Let's take it easy with a couple of abs, but then also some hip stuff. So we're going to start with the right ankle on top of the left knee, left hand behind the head. We'll do a couple of crunches, twisting to the opposite knee. When you're ready, and go. Good. Try to keep that elbow wide so that you can't see it even when it's coming up for the twist. 5, 4, 3, last 2, and easy, relax. Since our foot's already in a great position for a stretch, we're gonna grab behind the left knee, figure 4, drive that knee into the chest as your opposite knee shifts away from you. Maybe your eyes close again. And even though yoga teaches us to let go of our ego, not to get so caught up in the way we think and look at ourselves, I want you guys to just find a little bit of pride right now. Just something where you can say, man, it's so dope that I did that. It's so awesome that I took care of myself. Man, so next time something comes up, I know I'm going to be able to take care of myself again. Go ahead, safely switch it up. We're going to start with the crunches. And that's exactly why we have pride. It's because we know when we get knocked down on a tushy, we know how to get back up. So show me you can get back up on those crunches, twisting up. Oh, you guys can twist more than that. I want to see you do it like we did last summer. Come on. 10. Big exhales, guys. It's not going to work unless you're breathing. The body is an orchestra. It's got to work together. 3, 2, head down, chillin'. Very nice. I don't know about you, but that foot looks pretty good to me right now. Let's say we get our opposite leg in for the hip opener. Figure 4 stretch. We'll take 8 relaxing breaths. And I'm going to give you a moment of peace to just come back to that belly breathing we worked on at the beginning of class. Take 2 more breaths. And when you're ready to release it, we're going to put one hand on top of each knee and then circle the knees together and apart, almost like we're drawing 2 circles on the ceiling. Other direction. And then put the feet together, knees apart. I got one more ab exercise for you, okay? Hands behind the head, butterfly crunches. If you want to advance this, you can always bring the legs up at the same time, but I'm going to just work with the shoulders. When you're ready, get set, and lift. 10. 5 more exhales. Last 3, 2, and 1. Head down, feet flat on the ground. Bridge pose, press your booty up, lock the fingers behind you. Give it a little shimmy under there. And do as best as you can to keep the eyes looking at the ceiling. You don't want to turn left or right just because your neck's in a very vulnerable position. Lift the hips a little higher. Imagine that belt around you. 3, 2, and top to bottom, we lower all the way to the tailbone. Easy. Dropping the knees left and right again. And then going into a happy baby. Grab your feet inside or outside and then pull them down side to side. Now let's just say those hamstrings are still pretty tight. It's hard to grab the knees. You're welcome to grab either the shins around you and pull, or you could just hug the knees in. The idea is that we're trying to make our tailbone touch the ground so that our spine gets a nice little, counter stretch from that bridge pose. Excellent. Bring the right knee in, left leg out. Extend your right leg up as much as you can. Always an option to use a towel or a t-shirt here. And even though we're trying to make it feel straight, that doesn't mean it's got to look straight. Good. Knee into the chest. And then across the body for a twist as we reach to the right, keeping the shoulders down. Come back to the middle and change legs. Left knee comes in tightly. And then we're going to straighten it up like we should, daily and nightly. Good, and then pull the knee across the body as you twist. Oh yeah, keep those shoulders down. And then come back to the center, hug the knees in as tight as you can. Take a deep, 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 deep breath. And then exhale, relax and lie down. Shake out any tension your body might have, any jewelry or clothes that might need to be adjusted. And then once you're lying down, you feel super, super comfortable. I want you to turn your palms up, legs wide as your mat, arms off of the mat. Slightly tilt your chin a little bit. Take a long inhale and a long exhale. 2 more, just like that. My friends, your blood was pumping, the rivers were flowing like ancient Babylon. Now the sea has ceased, the rivers are calm. Enjoy the stillness of your Shavasana. And then once you're lying down, you feel super, super comfortable. I want you to turn your palms up, legs wide as your mat, arms off of the mat. Slightly tilt your chin a little bit. My friends, your blood was pumping, the rivers were flowing like ancient Babylon. Now the sea has ceased, the rivers are calm. Enjoy the stillness of your Shavasana. Slowly start to reset, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Reaching the arms back and stretch. You could either stay here or roll to your side. When you feel ready to sit, take a seat at your own free will. Even more calm, cool, and collected than when we started class. Keep the face and everything on it soft. And notice if there's any tension in your arms, your hands, or your knees. And simply get rid of it. Let it go. The same tension that we can hold on to with our muscles and our body is the same tension that we may be holding up in our head. The practice of yoga helps us to alleviate attachment and learn to let go instead. Put a little smile on your face to make this world a better place, in the hands of the heart like we did at the start. Remembering your intention and anything else positive that I may have forgot to mention. My friends, I truly want to thank you for your happiness and your health. So please, respect, appreciate, and always love yourself. Namaste. Amigos, what a phenomenal practice. As I mentioned, whether you're an expert coming back to fundamentals, first time doing yoga, or still in the beginning stages, you took time for yourself to self-care, and that was awesome. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of it and showing me what self-care is all about. I'll see you guys for the next workout. Namaste.